Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Yo, we talk about lightsabers, stunning your TV screens, what you want to stream, everything beyond your dreams. Want to talk about movies, sports, or even politics? Go ahead and tune into us. We'll give you all of it. Whatever you're debating, Xbox or PlayStation, Marvel or DC, Mac or PC. Teraflops when the movie drops, gigabytes, chips, RAM, no matter what it is, we got all of it. Welcome to the show.
Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Welcome to Nerds Talking, the podcast. I'm here with Carlos, Laura, and I'm Lafayette. Guess what? It's Friday. That's right. Calendars. That's how they work. You know, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We're here, and you're listening. So, hey, how you doing, Carlos? Any more letters or emails you got from people?
I'm gonna look.
All right.
Hold on.
Okay, you go look at that. Look at go to the mailbox, collect that big stack of letters. Handwritten letters, and then there's that, and then Laura's here. She has an update on her drug cartel journey.
I do,
and she says it's a pretty significant update. So
yeah. So I just want to clarify. You know, it's not really drugs from the Mexican cartel. It's from a legitimate compounding pharmacy.
Yeah, you can tell yourself whatever you want. It's cool.
Trizepatide. It is
Whatever
not
keeps you out of prison.
Ozempic.
Trizepatide.
Not Ozempic. It's in that family of drugs, the GLP ones.
Mm-hmm.
So
Meth,
last
coke,
week
crank,
was
all
my
family.
third week of injection. So you inject it once a week. And so I injected Sunday night. The last 2 weeks, the first week, I think I placeboed myself. And then the second week, I didn't feel anything at all. And then the third shot was Sunday. And then we recorded early that week. So then I'm very grateful that we did, because Wednesday night was typical night. We take the kids to swim lessons. We go to Chick-fil-A. I get my typical order, which is a Chick-fil-A sandwich and a kale salad. And I eat the Chick-fil-A sandwich. And then I was like, I'm pretty full. I don't need the salad. I'm going to put it in the fridge for later. Put the kids to bed. But then it's like, 9 o'clock. And I'm like, Mommy, what's a snack? So I had some watermelon, which I was like, I'm trying to make good choices, right? And I'm getting ready to go to bed. And I'm like, oh, my stomach hurts a little bit. I'm like, it's fine. It's fine. And I go to bed. I wake up at 1:30 in the morning because I
Pooped yourself.
I'm about to. So I book it to the bath. And I was like, oh my God, if I'm waking up in the middle of the night, like having to take a shit, this is not good. And I'm in the bathroom and I'm on the toilet. This is going to get graphic.
It's okay. It's
Okay.
all about weight loss.
Lafayette shit himself driving. So go ahead and tell your story.
No,
So-
peed myself.
I'm on the toilet, essentially peeing out of my butt, right? And I'm like, my stomach is going. I'm like, I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up while I'm sitting, and I don't have a bucket or anything. And so I pick up the bath mat and I'm just holding
What
it
the fuck?
underneath me, and I'm like, if I'm gonna throw up, I'm gonna throw up into the bath mat. So I stay
Where is your tub in proximity to the toilet?
across
On the other side of the sink,
on the
right?
other side of the
Other
side.
Oh, that's like Lafayette's setup is
Yeah.
like that too.
Yeah. So, and I'm like getting like, like you get like I'm sweating, and like you're like dizzy, and I'm like, oh God.
Oh, you were
But then-
praying.
pretty much. And I'm like, I have food poisoning. But I managed to hold the barfs in until I'm done. On the other end, flip it and reverse it, and I threw up watermelon, and I go back to bed, but like I'm up all night, like no more throw up, but I'm just back and forth to the toilet all freaking night. I call into work the next day, talk to one of my friends who's on this medication, and she's like, is it the medication or is it food poisoning? I'm like, I don't know. What's the difference? She's like, I think it's probably the medication. She's like, this is what it is. Like, this is one of the side effects, when you get started, that this happens. So I spent the whole rest of the day absolutely feeling atrocious. And then at like 5 o'clock of the next day, I finally throw up again.
Hmm.
The watermelon that
Mhm.
I had eaten at 10 p.m. the night before came up. So basically, I had rotten watermelon in my stomach for like, what is that, 20 hours? You know?
Yeah, pretty much.
And then after that, I'm like, oh, I feel great. I was like, well, no wonder why I was feeling like shit. So then I was like, well, maybe it was a bug. Maybe it was the medicine. I don't know. Blah, 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 blah. Well, this week, took my shot on Sunday. Yesterday morning, Tuesday morning, I had a breakfast, which granted, maybe I should have been a little bit more conservative. I had what would have been a normal breakfast for me, which was 2 pieces of toast, 2 eggs, and half an avocado, like mushed on it. Immediate barf, like immediate, like
Really?
went
Like
in the
couldn't hold it down
toilet.
at all?
No, went to
Hmm.
the toilet, up it goes. And yeah, so it's working. I've lost 6.5 pounds this month. So hopefully the side effects will taper off and I can just enjoy eating less. At your own risk, folks. At your own risk.
So you can
Yes.
now you can fart without being cautious?
Yes. Yes. At least today. Yesterday it was a little
Mm.
touch and go. But
Mm.
today I'm definitely, just I'm okay. My stomach is still tender though. Like I had toast for breakfast. And I was like, I
Mm.
don't know about this toast. And yeah, so it's a journey.
But you lost weight, and that's the goal.
It's supposed to go away. It's
Yeah.
these side effects are normal. They're supposed to go away.
Don't
But I
believe
will
it, but
say
okay.
this week's GI attack is worse, or I'm sorry, better than it was the week before. So maybe next week it will be better. I don't know.
I guess we'll
Mm.
find out.
Yeah.
We will find out as
Aren't
the
one of the
story
side effects
continues.
constipation as well? So maybe this week it's like, all right, I'm gonna shit myself dry.
It
Next week I'm not gonna shit at all because I can't. It's going
that
back and forth.
honestly, you're absolutely right, Carlos. You've nailed it because it is like a back and forth because like that's what happened to me basically that whole last week. It was like the immediate, like, again, peeing out of my butt for 24 hours. And then after that, I was all stopped up. Like, and so it's like a back and forth scenario.
Now, when you take this, can you take like fiber and all the other things you might want
Yes.
to take? Okay,
Yes,
that's okay.
you can. That's what they
Got it.
definitely recommended if you're constipated. But again, because I'm having both ends of the spectrum, they kind of even each other out. But again,
Yeah,
hopefully when
yeah.
the side effects go away, then I can,
Hmm.
start taking those kind of like, fiber supplements or dietary supplements.
What if they
or
never
whatever.
go away?
Well, I was talking. I was
Sometimes it
like
doesn't.
talking.
know.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking to myself about. I'm like, I don't know how long I can do this. Like this week, I managed to work very shittily. I didn't. That was just a play on word. I mean, I
No
was
pun
working that
intended.
day. I was laying in bed, like clicking my mouse and like doing the bare minimum. But like the week before, I was like, I cannot even sit upright.
What's your youngest daughter's name?
Amelia.
Amelia. So soon you'll both be in diapers, and she'll probably be out of them before you are.
We'll see. I was talking to Rachel about it. I'm like, well, I've lost 5 pounds this month. And she's like, well, just 9 more months till you're going.
There you
I'm
go.
like, oh God.
So your
Yep.
your goal was only 14 pounds? 15
14,
pounds?
45
No,
pounds.
45, 50 pounds total.
Oh, so how much did you lose
five,
total so far?
6.5.
And you're
Yeah. So she's 8 months out,
So,
essentially.
yeah.
a long way to go. I thought you
I
said
know.
9 pounds out, so 9 months out.
Oh God, 9
mm.
pounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
My goal is to only lose 9
Well, that's what I was gonna
Nine.
say. You did all this just for 15 pounds?
No. 9 months, 45 pounds left to go.
Damn.
Well. There you go. There's your update. Trizepatide, people.
That
So
is
there you
the
go.
compound name of Zepbound is the brand name.
Zepbound. Okay. Well, there you go. Okay, interesting. We'll
If anybody
jump.
wants a health code or a code
Uh-huh.
from
Oh,
the place
wow.
that I get it, I can get you $50 off. Just message Nurse Talking the podcast.
50%
Wow.
off.
$50,
$50
not
off.
Oh,
$50.
$50.
You have a hard time hearing today? What's going on here?
I have
Good
selective
Lord.
hearing today. Selective.
Yeah, very selective.
No, but
Yes,
for real,
yes.
I'm paying $265. The
Hey.
the brand name prescription is
It's like- I was
$900
gonna say
a
like
month.
$900. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. I tell you what, though, you can either spend $900 or you can spend $20 going to the movies this weekend and watching Fall Guy. There you go.
Oh,
That's how
are you gonna go see that, Carlos? I know
that's-
you were
I
super
am.
psyched about
I'm
it.
gonna go see Fall Guy.
starring
See?
Ryan Gosling and
Emily Blunt.
Emily
Blunt.
Blunt.
Last week we were saying we weren't going to go to the theaters for anything, but here you are, just the week
I know.
after.
He said that, right? He told
Yeah.
us, like, I won't be going until Deadpool Wolverine. And then Deadpool Wolverine's
He
going to rule
forgot.
the world.
He forgot.
He forgot. Or he doesn't listen to
I
the
have
show.
selective memory.
Wow. Everything's selective. Everything. It's like one day you're going to come home from work and your wife's going to be like, where's the kid? Selected not to pick him up. Like,
I have selective lifestyle now.
yeah. everything's a choice for me, you know? I make choices. That's what I do. All right.
You only
Also,
live once.
yeah. Fact. Good call. Coming also out this weekend on is it Hulu? Or is it I forgot. Unfrosted. Netflix. There you go.
Netflix.
Starring Jerry
Wow, is
Seinfeld.
it contagious? What I got? What's going on?
When does
Yeah.
that come out?
May
Friday?
4th.
Today.
Oh, today.
Oh, sweet.
No, yeah, today.
So
Right.
check out
Fourth-
Unfrosted,
Yes.
which we will be watching and talking about ourselves. Also,
No,
out now.
Tomorrow's the
Godzilla
fourth.
-1.
Tomorrow's the 4th.
Oh, so it comes out Saturday. Got it.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought it came out. Oh, it comes
No,
out
May
on
4th.
Saturday?
Yeah, it's weird. It said May 4th.
Oh, interesting. Anyway, Godzilla -1 out this week. So you want to watch that one? It's you can catch it on video
Good
on
movie.
demand.
I recommend it. Good movie.
Yeah. So check that one out. And little update. Carlos might know what this is. Evangeline, the comic book created by Rob Liefeld, has Warner Brothers is adapting it, starring Margot Robbie.
Why do I know
So-
that name? Rob.
And
Liefeld.
what's her name?
Rob Liefeld is the creator of Deadpool.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh,
Yeah, probably.
what's
So,
her name? From Tron.
Yes, Olivia Wilde directing.
Olivia Wilde.
Correct.
I think it's a bad idea because that comic book was shit. It didn't
Yeah,
last
it was
long.
shit. It was ass. Yeah.
It was.
Oh, well.
Is
yeah,
it like a
it
female?
was zip bound shit.
It's
Is what it
it's
was.
basically it's a wannabe Xena the Princess Warrior.
Pee it
or
out of your
whatever.
butt. Shit.
It was
Yeah.
a wannabe so much. It was a wannabe
Wonder
Warrior
Woman,
Nun.
wannabe.
It was a wannabe Witchblade. It was a wannabe
yep.
Picket.
Oh,
and it was it.
Witchblade.
Yep, wannabe
Oh, calling
Witchblade.
it back.
And Witchblade, that's one thing they totally should have adapted for the big screen. But
Oh,
They
man,
tried,
They
it
did it.
was
That's
shit.
fucking terrible.
no, that was a
show.
TV show, which is garbage.
TV
Oh
show?
my god, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Remember, it was a movie first. You're right. It was a made-for-TV
a
It was a
movie,
movie.
and then
Yeah.
TNT picked it up for a series, and it was
And it was the same actors, though, right?
say everything.
Yes,
Same
yes,
everything.
yes.
And then that was the wrong actress.
Oh, 100% the wrong
wrong-
actress. And whoever they got to play the guy, I don't remember his name, the big, huge,
what you're
like,
talking about.
katana wielding guy. He
Yep.
was awful because that guy in the comic books was one of the first like comic book characters. I was like,
Oh yeah, no,
Hello-
you're right.
hello
Yeah, you're
there.
right. the
Hello
way-
there, you giant strapping man.
Yeah,
with your-
especially with the way the artist drew him.
Yeah.
And I forgot her first name. I know her last name was Butler, that played the actress from the TV show. Boy, let's get the roughest looking actress to play this detective.
I mean,
Like
she
the-
is a good actress, though. I mean,
I know, but the point
Yeah,
of the
but the
character
comic
is
book was she was a
super
hot
sexy,
detective.
like
So
whoa,
Yeah.
over the top. Like that's the reason why the comic sold, to be honest, because the artist was so good
The
at
only
drawing women.
reason. And that's why Liefeld tried to capitalize on that with that his Evangeline story, which was trash. It was absolutely trash.
Oh yeah.
Trash.
Well, Warner Brothers are gonna make it. So
And then it also fell in line with Vampirella.
oh, what a horrible movie.
That was a horrible movie. Yeah, that was
What
shit
a horrible movie. Oh my god.
God, now
Um,
I'm like going down like memory lane with Witchblade, man. Do you guys remember the spin-off one, The Darkness?
Yes.
I love
yes.
that
The
Darkness,
Darkness
yeah.
was
Comic book
way
was great.
that was
Yeah,
really
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Really good. The
Yeah.
mob movie or the mob comic book, I mean.
Yeah.
Did you guys any of you guys watch Late Night with the Devil? No?
No.
Yes.
No.
You
Yes.
did. What'd you think of
Yes.
that one?
It was good. It was a suspense drama, I guess. It wasn't a horror film, that's for sure.
No.
Yeah.
But it's a good movie.
The ending was kind of meh, but overall, I'd give it a 3.
Well, I like the fact that the possessed individual, the girl, wasn't just your standard, wannabe exorcist. It was totally different with the way the demon showed itself. And I was like, oh, something different. Okay, something different.
I do like the way it was filmed, like that total 70s look
Oh,
vibe to it.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact that it was, like I said, it was just like you're watching an episode of the show, but you get to see all the behind the scenes shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of
Yeah,
reminded me
yeah.
of like, he was kind of like a Conan O'Brien type guy.
Yes. Yeah. Chasing Johnny Carson for ratings. Yeah. It's a good one. Check out Late Night with the Devil. It's a good movie. Also, live action Masters of the Universe gets an actual theatrical release date, made by Amazon and MGM.
Oh, they have
Comes
a date.
out Comes out July 2026.
Yeah, he.
After
Yeah,
being
No
dropped-
casting rumors.
Yeah,
No,
he.
after Netflix dropped it last year.
What the hell's
it's-
going on right now?
I don't know.
That's a. Never
I
mind.
know. I know what that is.
It's a He-Man reference. It is an old internet thing.
The old
He-Man.
internet dude. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
No,
Mhm.
it was an internet thing of He-Man singing that
No,
song.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
Sitting
I'm
in
thinking
a
of-
chair? Is he sitting in a chair?
I don't know anymore. Nobody knows. Nobody knows anymore. When you
Sorry.
take trizepatide or whatever, you just say
Sorry.
things. You just say things.
Your
You
memory just goes to shit.
it just mixes
Got
things
it.
up. Like, oh, I heard He-Man, this song. Why not?
There was. I'll send it to you. It was
Okay,
a thing.
thanks. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Now I'm just
very
looking. I'm
much.
just on Google looking at comic book covers for The Darkness.
Oh
Mm.
yes,
comic book.
yes. The Darkness by Mark
Who did
Silvestri
that? Mark Silvestri. Yeah, he did Witchblade
and
as
Joe
well.
Benitez.
And then what was the
Oh,
one
El
that he
Joe
did
Benitez.
after that one? The fish one, Phantom. Am I
Who?
thinking of that?
Fathom.
Fathom
Fathom by Michael Turner.
Michael
Turner.
Sadly
Rest in
passed
peace,
away
Michael
way
Turner.
too
Yes.
young.
Yeah,
way
he
too
was
young.
young.
Too young.
Passed away. Also, if you like My Adventures of Superman, season 2 starts this month.
Yes. May
So,
25th. I'm looking
With
forward.
a 1 hour episode to start the season. There you go.
Let's bring that comic book back.
Which one?
The Darkness.
Oh, it's still going.
No,
Mhm.
I mean well, is it really?
It is. It's not really good anymore. But yeah.
Well, you should make
Mm-hmm.
a comic book movie out of it. I think what's his name? Blah 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 blah. The guy
That's
who
a good
plays
casting. That's good
Loki.
casting.
What's his
Tom
name?
Hiddleston?
Oh.
Tom
Hiddleston.
Hiddleston!
No, wrong
No, he's
choice.
too thin.
Wrong
Too-
choice.
No, I mean he can
too-
buff up.
No. It's not. No, it's not about being the buff thing. Is he has to look Italian. He has to have that look. He has to have.
Yeah.
He can even be somewhat whatever Hispanic or whatever. But Hiddleston's the wrong choice. Yeah,
All right.
wrong
all
choice.
right.
I would go with Robert De Niro. DH him a little bit.
No,
No
You're an
No.
idiot. You're an idiot.
no.
That movie was on recently, The Irishman, and I was watching, and I was like, he's still supposed to be like 40 years old. Like, do people not understand how bad this is? Like, yeah. But no, that would be a good movie. You know, here's the thing about that movie: they've all been optioned by companies. They just sit on the shelf. That's it.
Oh,
That's all.
yeah.
That's it.
They
It's
buy
like,
them. They set them aside. I'm sure it's some
Yeah.
sort of like tax thing, right? It's like in development. I don't know.
I don't know. Who knows? Here's the
Does Top
thing about the
Cow
darkness.
comics still exist?
Still exists, yeah.
Mm.
The thing
You
about
guys aren't
the
good in the comic book world, obviously. I'm
the
not.
thing about the darkness and Witchblade, it just wouldn't produce in the box office. But if you put it on streaming, I think it'd get a lot of views.
I would agree with that. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's a little bit too niche, right?
And it's already
Uh,
fallen out of its time frame. You know what I
Yep,
mean?
yep.
It's already, it just doesn't
But you have
know.
people like us, and that
exactly. That would love
pitches
to
in on
see
that
it. Yeah.
nostalgia shit, and we're like,
Yes.
yeah.
Exactly. It's like,
Like Spawn has been in limbo forever.
no, forever. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
like a
And Todd
Spawn
McFarlane's
movie
Word
would
is
be
coming
clean
out.
up.
Jamie Foxx is apparently still attached to it.
Because Todd McFarlane screwed it up.
Yeah.
He wrote a stupid script that no producer and no Hollywood studio wanted to produce because it was horrible. So he had to hire the guy that wrote Civil War, Captain America. No, not Civil War. My bad. Winter Soldier. He's rewriting the whole entire thing. He's like, no, I'm gonna make it spawn at you. No, not Todd McFarlane's ghost. It was a ghost. It wasn't
was so
Spawn. It was a
dumb.
ghost.
And he wanted to direct it. Luckily, he stepped away from that too.
Oh, that's
He's
another
no
thing,
longer
too.
directing it.
He's no,
Yeah.
basically he's just a producer now. That is it. No
Yeah.
more. He finally realized after trying to get this made for 10 years and everybody saying no to his face, he's like, well, I guess my idea is dumb. Let's pass this on to someone else. So I think he has 3 writers, and I think all 3 of them have written like the biggest, like basically superhero movies. And one of the lead writer from Top Gun is part of it too. The lead writer, Top Gun Maverick. So
I'd watch the shit out of that. I mean,
I bet
oh
you
no,
would.
that's just it. You
I
can make
bet you would.
with today's today's
Spawn.
effects, you can make Spawn.
Watch
yeah,
this
really
shit.
awesome.
Oh, I
Wait,
saw
Spawn isn't I just finally got there. Apparently, yeah, the lack of calories is
Is your
making
brain
me-
also?
Yeah, I'm not
Oh, so
catching up
sad.
super fast.
It's so sad.
Today's all
Carlos
about
has,
poop jokes, thanks to your story.
well, yeah, there's that. Like basically your brain's, not working well. Carlos wants to hear what he wants and doesn't want to hear shit. And I don't know what's happening here. But yeah, so Spawn, hopefully we get it soon. Really, I really do hope we get that soon. Another movie that's gonna be made soon is Prophet, which is another big 90s comic. So
Wasn't that a movie already,
that
though?
too. But
Prophet?
yeah. Also a Rob Liefeld movie. So
yeah, but who cares?
but I don't
They
think
have,
they're
like, a
not
million
making
of them? Or am I
Oh,
Well, they're
wasn't
not
Prophet
making-
Silvestri?
No, that was Liefeld. Remember he was part of Youngblood?
Oh, Boom Comics. Was it Boom?
Here's the thing. No, it first came out literally. It was like issue 2 of Youngblood, first back in '92 or whatever it was. Remember when you flip it over and it was
Yeah.
Prophet?
No, I'm just saying his studio wasn't it Boom Comics or something like that.
He had like 5 studios. Awesome Comics. Then
Awesome, that was
Boom.
it. Awesome.
Yeah. And then he had something else, and because he kept every publisher would give him the boot. And anyway, so they're not making the Prophet that you and I know. They're making the secondary version of the Prophet, which was 10 times better, by Joe Kelly. And that's a much better story and a really good one. It's basically a guy that gets trapped on a planet and he has to survive. That's all. Literally, that's what it is. Where the first one's different. The other Prophet,
What's Pitch Black?
Pitch Black's not really about that so much. But if you remember the original Prophet, it was just a ripoff of Universal Soldier. That's all it was. So just the soldier that was in Vietnam, and we did all these tests on him and made him cybernetic and all this bullshit, and he's a killing machine. Just Universal Soldier. Because Rob Liefeld's good at one thing: ripping
Ripping
fucking
people
everything.
off. Oh, everything.
Everything. If you're listening to this, Rob, I know you're not, but there's a cock available around your mouth. Just suck it, you bastard. Anyway, I don't know why, but he just. Yeah.
Oh, he drew a big ass cock on that stupid book he
did.
has.
He did. Yeah.
The dude was like, his body was like cut in half. He was hanging from a chain, but he was hanging like horizontally still, which is impossible. He was hanging from a chain. Maybe because he was standing on his cock. Maybe his cock was holding him up.
No, just weighed him a certain way. The thing was massive. It's so weird.
It was so stupid.
It's so weird. You know why he did that? He did that because remember Batman, the issue of Batman.
Yeah.
And
the Jewish Batman.
Yeah, the Batman.
It came out before that, though, didn't it?
Did it come before that?
Way
before
before
Rob
that.
Because you know how Rob Liefeld
way
is.
before that.
Rob Liefeld's like, oh, you drew a dick? Oh, fuck, you got to see my next dick. Like, why? Why do we have to see it?
You draw a dick so much fucking bigger than you.
My dick has more muscles than your dick. Like, what? How'd your dick have abs?
And pouches.
And pouches around your dick.
And lats and like all the fucking shit.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah.
Well, no, not Rob
12-pack.
Liefeld, because he fucking doesn't know anatomy. So I just.
Oh, we're getting art talk now. We're going real deep.
Oh no, he
guys-
does.
okay,
That's why
I'm
there's
gonna
always foot jokes in Deadpool about him.
Yeah, there is. There's because he doesn't draw feet. Yeah,
He can't draw feet.
he can't. That's a joke in the industry.
Well,
he can't
hands
draw
are
feet.
hard.
Avoids at all costs.
Hands
So
are
Feet are
hard, so
easy.
I imagine feet are even harder.
Oh, he can't draw
often
hands
they're in
either.
shoes.
Hey, he can't draw hands either. So he doesn't
Okay.
need no.
Other comics that I was into back in the day. Crimson.
Yes, Crimson by Humberto Ramos. Yes.
Yeah. I
Oh, that was
loved
a good one. That would be a good teenage.
That was a
Teenage
short
vampire.
run too, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
Yeah, it was like
it
25
ended-
issues or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good.
And I really liked it.
This one actually ended.
I loved was it Magdalena.
Oh yes, Magdalena. Yes, that was Top Cow.
Another ripoff of Evangeline Wants to Be That.
Oh yeah, because Magdalena was Top Cow. Remember Joe Benitez?
Yes.
It was very good.
Same thing, kind of like a nun type.
Yeah, she was what was the other nun one? The Warrior Nun.
Warrior Nun.
The TV show is fantastic on Netflix. Watch it. What else you got for me? Can we guess?
Yeah.
Carlos,
you probably bring them back because like
Danger Girl, yeah. Danger Girl.
I never actually read Danger Girl.
Mute her.
But I did. I love the art. I have a lot of Danger Girl art saved on my computer.
Yeah, Campbell's great. He is phenomenal. Okay, so not Danger Girl. How about Battle Chasers?
Oh, never even heard of it.
What? They came out the same time as Crimson.
So good.
Okay, my next guess is Steampunk.
Nope.
Really? All of these came out the same time? What's the one
you have? Telos.
Oh, Telos. By Mike Ringo. Yeah. No, nothing.
I'm going to remember the art.
Came out at the same time.
These are all this coming out
Youngblood. Oh, Wildcats.
No, that's not the same time. This is a little bit further down the line. You have to go more towards the Witchblade era. That's where she's in right now. She's in the Witchblade era.
It was a short run. It was like 2 years that I was super into comics.
Okay, give us the rest that you got.
Animal Mystic.
I do remember that one. I don't think I read it very much, but I do remember it. That's a very good
one.
Give me another one.
The only other two that I can think of.
Go ahead.
Are the Buffy and Angel comics that I read the shit.
Those don't count. We don't count.
Why don't they count?
We don't count because we don't count basically TV show comics. They just don't, because there are a lot of Star Trek ones based on Deep Space Nine and all that.
Yeah,
I love the show.
Scooby Doo comics.
Fuck the comics. Yeah, I love the show though.
Well, okay, so I read the Buffy comics, because they used to be like looking back stories.
Yes,
they were like, other Slayers and all this different kind of stuff.
And I think Josh Whedon even had a hand in writing those, right? Yes.
He didn't until
he didn't really. I thought he did
until
the show ended. Right.
The show ended.
Right. And he picked it up in the comics.
Buffy season 7.
That's right.
That so fucking hard, because what do you think they did to my Buffy? The strong, independent woman who can take care of herself. What do you think they did to her?
I'm gonna guess. Carlos, you want to guess first?
What happened?
So basically, what did Josh Whedon do when he continued the show, but in the comic book form?
To Buffy. What did Buffy do? Buffy, a strong, independent woman who can fight and is kind of a badass. What do you think they did to her?
What do you think?
She became a whore.
No. Okay, try again.
Now, would that be better though than what they did?
Probably.
She turned into a lesbian. Of course, she fucking turned into a lesbian.
I was going to
say that. A lesbian whore.
I was so pissed. I remember the day that comic came. Oh god, I was so fucking mad.
So is Buffy the they them?
Well, no, lesbians don't go by they them.
Why not?
Well, because
sure they do.
Pronouns weren't a thing.
Not all of them. Oops.
Yeah. Well, that's a good time. What do you call it? Well, that's just it. I mean, I heard what Whedon's take is on female vampires, and the only way you can really tell a female vampire, during especially during the daytime, is smelling their snatch. So she was undercover.
No, it was another Slayer.
No? Okay, my mistake. I was watching the wrong Buffy, reading the wrong book.
But Joss Whedon, he's been
downloaded the wrong movie, man.
He was.
No, I downloaded the right movie.
He positioned himself as some feminist icon, etc., all this shit. Mm-hmm. No, he's a fucking schizoid, and now he's been outed.
He's a schizoid? Oh man.
Yeah.
Freakazoid.
Every time I hear those type of words, that's kind of shit you would hear as a bad word on Saved by the Bell.
I'm a product of my times. What can I say?
Well, it's just I just imagined it happening where Screech says something and then AC Slater, don't be a schizoid. You're like, who wrote that shit?
Me.
Josh Whedon.
Laura.
Josh Whedon wrote it.
Josh Whedon and Laura wrote it together. No, he's a fucking creep. He's a fucking creep.
You heard about when he came in and took over for Justice League, and how Gal Gadot refused to do scenes because he wrote all these scenes. She's like, I ain't doing that shit. And he's like,
lesbian shit.
I would not be surprised at all.
Or sexual stuff.
So remember the scene where Flash falls on her?
Yeah.
That's not her. That's a double. She refused to do that scene.
Oh,
and
another
scene where her and Bruce are getting you think, oh,
So he
something
takes his shirt off and she's looking at the scars on him and shit.
yeah.
That
At first,
scene?
she refused to do that. Yep. She's
That
like,
scene's
that's not
not
Wonder
bad though.
Woman.
It's nothing. But
Yeah, but her take was like, that's not Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is not like gonna fall to temptations because she's in love with a dead guy.
Yeah.
We all know that.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Remember
for,
that?
good for
Yeah.
Gal. I love
And
her.
remember, Wonder Woman 84 happened before Justice League. We know she loves a dead guy.
Yeah.
And she had sex with a possessed guy.
Well, and Joss Whedon, like he's like that was who was the black guy in that? I don't know, the Cyborg.
Oh yeah, the star of Rebel Moon.
Yeah, and he was like, "Fuck Joss Whedon." He was a total fucking asshole.
Oh, he hated Josh Whedon and he hated Jeff Johns, the producer.
Because Joss Whedon is super abusive on set, and since then, all of these Buffy actors have come out and been like, "Yeah, he was a dick." He fired Charisma Carpenter Cordelia because she got pregnant.
Hot. Smoking hot.
She would have been a good Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah, I'd get her pregnant.
You would
have. What? Yeah. Oh, I would have.
Yeah. Wonder Woman. Not whatever he said. I didn't even hear it. I just went right past it.
You know what?
I knew based on the tone that it was sexual, and I didn't need to hear it. And I
wonder though
if selective hearing.
Wait, you sniffed what out? If she's a female vampire?
No.
Okay, just want to check.
What?
I'd sniff her out.
She doesn't turn into a bat. She turns into a snatch. Shut up.
You get it. Anyway, we went down that road and
he turns into a clam.
I want a vampire, like a fat guy, but he turns into a fat vampire where he can't fly. He's too. He's
There's a book about that.
Fat bat with tiny wings.
There's a fucking book about that I read. What was that called?
He's trying so hard. It just.
My favorite vampires, Banicula.
Who?
Banicula.
Banicula.
It's a children's book. I remember when I was a kid. It was a rabbit that ate. He basically chomped on carrots like a vampire and sucked them dry.
Huh.
And then they become little zombie carrots.
I think the book is literally called Fat Vampire.
Is it really?
All right, we got that. So
holy shit! You know how hard it'd be to drive a stake through his heart because you have to get through all that fat.
Truth.
Get to his heart.
I mean, he's a little fat vampire. He can't fly or anything. You just kind of pick him up. Oh, he's so cute. You put him like a little cage, and it really fucked up when he turns to a human. He just fucking fills out the cage, and oh man,
he slices himself like fucking.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like cubes,
a hard-boiled egg in that slicer. Just
yeah, like that. Yeah.
None of these book covers look familiar. I think it was a different fat vampire series.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know what? Also, they're making a movie based on the kid that did The Crown. He would color the things on the wall.
Oh yeah, Harold.
No, this is
Harold
it. I'm sorry.
Crayon.
Harold.
Ryan Reynolds is in that.
Fat White
That's
Vampire.
what it is.
That was the name of it. Sorry.
What is it called?
Fat White Vampire Blues.
Oh yeah, sure. And
yeah. Is that a high school story?
Like was that
Varsity
Jelly Roll?
Book by Andrew Fox.
No,
I don't remember. Originally published in 2003. We're like going way back. This is like my weird.
Yeah, nobody heard of that shit.
No.
What's it called? Fat White Vampire?
Fat White Vampire.
Vampires
Blues.
are white? Fat white guys?
Fatty McFatty face.
Is there a there is a black vampire.
Blade.
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman was the first black vampire.
In what?
In Blackula?
Yeah. Wasn't it Morgan Freeman? No, it's called Blackula.
But it's not Morgan Freeman.
Blackula is
No. I mean, I'm thinking of Electric Company. Electric Company is what I'm thinking about.
Oh, he was. Yes.
Blackula,
yeah, he was.
Electric Company. Yes. Also, as Carlos looks up that very valuable information, The Rock's in some hot water.
Oh, why?
He's a douchebag.
Why?
I guess they're filming. I don't know if it's the sequel to Red Notice. But he's constantly late every day, and him and Ryan Reynolds, I guess, got into it.
No, this was the original Red Notice.
Oh, with the original one, but I heard
original.
I heard that another movie he's filming, he's late all the time.
Fast and Furious is the same thing.
And supposedly this new movie, they said it's already cost them up to $50 million of production costs. I'm thinking to myself, how? That's what I think to myself. How? Even if
50
people
million does seem like a lot.
That's what
Well, here's the
saying.
thing. Apparently, he's late 4 to 5 hours a day.
I know. I heard that.
Well,
Yeah.
you have the entire production crew that you have to pay 4 to 5 hours
Okay.
while they're there.
It's fine.
Okay,
$50 million?
that's what I was
Is he...
thinking. No, but you're paying everybody, every
No.
person
I
that's
get
on
it. I get
set.
it. But
Griff.
$50 million?
I was thinking like
AP,
1
Craft
hour.
services,
It's not
makeup,
gonna-
Yeah.
everybody.
It ain't gonna equal 50 unless he's late every single day. And this is a 3-month shoot. $50 million. You know what it is?
Okay,
I
but
know what it
but
is.
you're thinking about
No.
only
I
for
know
that
what it
one
is.
day. You got to think about all the hours he's late. Now he's putting the film behind.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's the delays and things like the effects and all that shit. And they're like, oh,
Yeah, of course.
you pushed this back 4 weeks. That's gonna cost a lot of money. Yeah, we don't smell what you're cooking.
Very unprofessional.
Very
Very
unprofessional. Well, people that
Yeah,
are late. I hate people that
it's-
are late.
I hate people who are late, period. And also,
Yep.
like, you're
Late
very
periods are the
hot.
worst because
Yeah.
then she might be pregnant.
I know, right? No, being late is awful. And then,
Yeah, but
you're in
she's a
such a
lesbian vampire.
privileged,
Oh,
you're
you gotta smell it out first.
you're in such a privileged position. Like, you should recognize it. I mean, the people on set, they probably want to fucking go home. Like, don't be an asshole.
Oh, yeah.
Just show up
all
on
the
time.
extras that are sitting around.
Yeah.
Even
Well,
if I'm Ryan
extras,
Reynolds, I mean, he's definitely a bigger star, I think, than The Rock. So, and if
Oh,
he's
he
on
is, yeah.
time and he's getting pissed off, everyone else is getting pissed off at The Rock. It's ridiculous.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's whatever. I mean, think about The Rock. Outside of a couple of franchises, his movies don't make money. So
No,
gives a shit.
they're trash.
Really.
Trash.
I mean, it just doesn't exactly. It doesn't really make that much money as people assume he's making. So
Apparently, he was 3-4 hours late to WrestleMania. This last WrestleMania.
really,
What is he?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that indicative of a larger problem, right? When people start showing up late to things, isn't that indicative of a larger problem?
I think really, in all honesty, I
Like
think it's
drugs.
The drug habit.
Yep.
no, I think it's just I got power. I'm late. Guess what? You're gonna wait on me.
You're gonna wait for me.
Exactly.
The power move.
And then
It's
Which
too-
backfired.
We're in a different era now. I feel like that's not gonna fly anymore.
well,
you know
the
what
thing
I
is
mean?
with WWE getting purchased by TKO, who owns UFC, they made him head of the board at WWE.
Oh God. That
So it's
sounds
like, okay,
bad choice.
I'm walking in late, but what are you gonna say? I'm the fucking boss, essentially.
I don't know.
Like,
Isn't Triple H still running
well,
the
he's
show?
still in charge of the day-to-day, the show and everything.
Yeah, but the
he's in charge
board
of
member,
everything.
board runs everything.
The board essentially.
Yeah, but the
runs
board can also
everything.
vote another board member out.
True. And
Because
long story short,
the board is not bringing money in. The board is not. Oh, who? The Rock is on the
course
board.
not.
Oh, let's watch
No, of course
wrestling.
not. No,
It doesn't work that way.
no. I would just say, hey,
True.
Rock, don't be late. That's it. Like I'm.
I don't think that would work. I'm sure that people have said that to him.
Yeah, but it's
Lafayette.
different when I say it. It's different when I
Oh,
say
okay.
it. Yeah. So it's
Got it.
like,
Oh
hey,
yeah,
hey,
no. Oh, so
So-
you have Josh Whedon direct. Hey, Rock, you're late one more time. We're turning into a lesbian. Then let's see what you're cooking.
Mhm.
You
I just
Rudy Poo
think, you
candy
know,
ass.
You just gotta, you gotta really lay it down. Like, hey, Rock, don't be late. And then there you
Just
go.
like that, just all nice.
Just like that.
Hey man,
you know.
let's show up on time, shall we?
Hey, tomorrow, a little earlier.
Shall
think?
we? I like that.
Yeah,
Shall we?
exactly. Yeah. So
Hey, Rock, let's play a game. Let's see who gets here first, you or me.
That's
yeah.
the game
And
I
then-
play with my 4-year-old. Let's race.
But here's the thing. You'll say that to him. You'll take that as a reason for you to be late now. Like, fuck, he ain't showing up. I'll be late.
Oh, it depends. If he plays it like my 4-year-old or my 5-year-old, if I beat him down the stairs, I win. He tells me I wasn't playing.
Yeah.
That's
but if
what
he
you-
wins, then
You know
he's
what? I
been
like
playing
that
the whole
idea.
time.
Even for professional sports. And in a game you lose.
Oh, I
you
lost.
go up-
Oh, we weren't playing. When do we
First of all-
start?
Oh,
I wasn't
no.
warming up.
This is Charlotte's game. Is like she's like, oh, try to catch me, and then I catch her, and then she's like, okay, now don't catch me, and then you lose. And I'm like, what? If I don't catch her, I lose. She just completely flips the rules of the game so that she comes out on top.
It's always
you
the
need
winner.
you need to tell her to be a lawyer.
She's fucking born for it, man. She's
Tell her
been
to be a lawyer.
negotiating with me before she
Yeah.
could talk. I
Yeah.
kid you not. Before she
So,
could
yeah.
talk. She was negotiating with me.
All right, we'll take a break here in Nerds Talking the Podcast. When we come back, we'll talk about Monkey Man. We'll review that movie starring Dev Patel or Dave Patel. We'll let you know right here on Nerds Talking the Podcast.
A new podcast is coming to the Nerd Reviews Network. Nutso and Chuck on Taco Tuesdays podcast. They're going to talk about tacos, ingredients, what makes the food so soulful. Who am I kidding? It's going to be a show about entertainment, laughter, puns, and jokes. So tune into the Nerds Review Network to get your taste of some filling deliciously tacos prepared for you by Nutso and Chuck. Taco Tuesdays, baby.
Nutso and Chuck are not responsible for refunds or therefore the lack of refunds for the taste or tasteless product that you have consumed. Please hit like and subscribe everywhere you listen to podcast music, Spotify or Apple Music. Listen to us on nerdreviews.com. Thank you.
Welcome back to Nerds Talking the Podcast. I'm here with Carlos, Laura, and I'm Lafayette. Remember to rate, subscribe, review, turn on notifications, tell your friends every Friday new episodes of Nerds Talking the Podcast, and jump on YouTube. We're under Nerds Talking Podcast, where you'll get to hear the podcast on YouTube. I mean, I guess that's pretty much what it is. So check it out. I mean, I don't know how to explain that. So we all watch Monkey Man starring Dev Patel, who's been in other movies. And
good stuff. Wow.
So I think this is written, directed, and produced by him
by
along
Dev
with
Patel. Yeah.
Along with the other who did No Way Out. What's his name? Come on. He directed and wrote it and produced it, No Way Out. He also did
Keel.
Jordan there you go,
Peele.
from Key and Peele. Yeah, there you go.
Jordan Peele. He produced it though. He just produced it.
Yeah. Nobody wanted to pick it up, so his production company picked it up. So it is it's quite the movie. So Monkey Man, I think it's out now on video on demand.
Yes.
And we watched it, and when I first saw the preview months ago, I was like, oh, it looks pretty good.
Let me just clarify. You are still the king of misinformation. Your title holds strong with you.
No.
Last week you said, "Oh, it's like that Bruce Lee movie, Game of Death, where every level he goes out."
When I say it's like that, I didn't see it.
That's nothing like that.
That is
nothing.
How it was explained to me when I saw
by
David.
Whom? Yourself? By Dave Patel.
From
Dave Patel told
Patel
you this.
Was talking about the movie, and I assume he's trying to sell it to people, of course.
Dev Patel like told you it was like this.
Not me. He told the press that. Didn't tell me. Dave Patel told
clearly.
Me. Anything else?
Clearly,
Any questions? I'm taking
Dev
questions.
Patel didn't know his own movie.
Maybe he never saw Game of Dead.
He probably never saw Game of Dead. You're right. I haven't seen it either.
You should not be a lawyer. I can say that.
That'd be so good. Like it's a murder trial, and I'm talking about like a theft at 7-Eleven. No. These two don't go together.
Baba Ganoush.
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Baba Ganoush.
Schizoid. Sir, don't curse in the courtroom.
Schizoid. You stupid schizoid. I didn't do it.
Yeah, that's it. Yep. You must schizoid or quit or something. You're like, what? What are you talking about?
No, that's going to be your defense for everything. If the glove don't fit, you must have quit. Sir, it's a jaywalking ticket. Yes, I know. If the glove don't fit.
But I bought the glove. Sir, try this glove on. No matter what the trial is, I bring a glove every time. It's always extra small. Try this glove on. See, it doesn't fit, Your Honor. It's not a kid's glove. Schizoid. Like, what? That's it. They're like so confused. Oh, before we continue, I was going to say you brought up Scooby.
Bebop, boop, and you run out of the court.
That's like Donald Trump. He says that shit all the time. Bebop, boop, bop. Like, anyway, they're making a live action Scooby-Doo movie for Netflix. That's what, when you brought up Scooby-Doo earlier. Yes. So my favorite part about when they make live action or remakes or whatever it is, the old actors always come out of the woodworks like, I should be part of that movie. I'm like, get away. Go.
Who did? Who came out of the woodwork?
The guy that was it Matthew Lillard?
Matthew Lillard?
Oh. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. You can put him in the movie as a secondary character somewhere, but it's like every time there's some type of reboot, here comes somebody that was in the prior version going, Oh yeah, I'd love to be in that.
Well, because
Like,
they just
go
want to get
away.
paid.
What
They
I don't
just
like
want, they
about when
want
they do
money.
that-
I don't blame them.
No, of
What I don't
course,
like
but
about
it's
when they
a
do that
job.
is the
pathetic.
current actor who's cast for that role will go back and say that they talked to the guy who did it last. Do I have any advice? I'm like, fuck them. It's your role.
Yeah.
Play it as you want. Who
Shaggy.
cares what they said or
Yeah.
did? You want to
I
know
mean,
what
come
they
on,
did or said?
Scoob.
Watch a goddamn movie. Oh yeah, that's good. I'm not gonna do it that way, and do it your own way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
God damn, you're the
I'm
actor.
gonna do the rest of the
Figure
show
that
like
shit
this.
out.
That's right,
Ruh-roh.
Scoob.
My
Oh
husband
man,
does a
Scoob.
Killer
That's crazy,
Shaggy
man.
impression.
Schizoid. So
I'll stick with
Right,
my
Raggy?
Sarah Michelle Gellar, Matthew Lillard, Freddie Prinze Jr., Linda, whatever her name is.
the hot one.
Capelli?
The hot one.
Lindy
Whatever.
Cardinelli, whatever.
Yeah, there you go. That's
Oh,
we
yeah.
watched those versions in this house.
Oh, the scene they
Charlotte
cut out
loves
of.
them.
They cut the scene out of part
Oh, the
2, I think it
bikini
was.
scene in
the locker room when she
yeah.
gets possessed. Ah, I mean,
And the whippet scene in the second
Oh.
one or it was in the second
Both
one.
scenes were cut out of the second one.
Whippets. Yeah.
mhm. Oh man, that's not cool, Scoob. So, so anyway, so let's jump into Monkey Man before we continue Scoob. Go down a path we don't want to. So Monkey Man, starring Dev Patel. It's an Indian movie. So there's no singing. There's no Bollywood action in this. There's no.
Okay, let's hold on. Is it
Mhm.
an Indian movie because it takes place in India and all the actors are Indian, or are you just
Correct.
saying it's an Indian movie because why?
Because
It's
I
not
agree.
produced by an
It's
Indian
not.
takes place
company.
in
Yeah.
India.
It's
And
it's
everybody's
set.
Indian.
But it's an English movie. It's in English. It's not like a
Yep.
subtitled. It's not like it's in Hindi or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Well,
not
he's
an
trying to
Indian
sell
movie.
it to the
It's not an
American
Indian movie.
audience.
I'm with Carlos. It's
and
not.
the thing is, in India,
Listen, you bigot.
a lot of them speak
not an Indian
English.
movie.
Like a ton of them.
It's
Have
not
you
None
not
of
got
them
that
what?
movie.
call? My friend, your insurance is very, it's not good. Yeah, you didn't like those.
Then what do you
speak
ask him?
English.
Hey man, were you in Monkey Man?
Yeah, and then he was like, "Hey, I was in a Monkey Man. Have you seen it? It's like Game of Thrones."
It was actually filmed in Thailand, I think. I was looking it up the other day.
Really? They didn't
Yeah.
even film it in India? What a bunch
It
of
was
was filmed
filmed
in
during
Philadelphia.
COVID, so it was like
Yes.
India
Yeah,
was on
exactly.
total lockdown.
Yeah, it was filmed in
So
Tampa
where
Bay
was it filmed? What'd you say it was filmed? Thailand.
Thailand, I believe.
or Munich.
Thailand.
One or the other.
Definitely not Munich.
That was close. All right, we'll jump into it. Carlos, Monkey Man, go.
No. I want to hear what Laura has to say because she said it was
She did.
horrifying.
She did say that. She did.
I
tell
want to
us
hear
that.
why. We
Horrifying.
must
I'm
not
like
have seen the same movie.
horrifying.
Okay.
What?
No, I liked it. In general, it was very frantic. You know, there was so many cuts. You know, very like boom, 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 boom. It was kind of like jarring to watch. And y'all know my TV isn't that big, so it's a little bit like what? Like
Didn't you
you
just
know,
recently get a new
Time
one
out.
though?
Do you
Can we
watch
watch it on
this
the big
on the
one?
little TV?
no,
or
not the little
Okay,
TV
okay.
downstairs. The one
Got it.
upstairs, but it's still not huge. You know, and so it was
How
a
big
little
is
bit.
it? Real quick, how big is this TV?
I don't even
50 inches?
know.
Are we talking about the TV?
55?
Okay.
Like, only because I'm just thinking like, was the TV moving the opposite way of the movie where you couldn't keep up? Like, what's happening with your TV?
Just say, oh well, maybe it was also I was watching it during the day, you know, and it's like very like low light, and then the sun, it makes it difficult to kind of watch.
I'll accept everything right now.
I'm just saying that there was a little bit frantic visually. It was
Got it.
Yes.
I hear
hard
ya.
to follow. I
Continue.
did very much so
Continue.
enjoy the fighting scenes.
As Shaggy would say, watching it, zoinks. So you're right. You're right. So
Can I continue? Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
The fighting scenes were awesome. I love to watch that shit. It's basically the violent version of dancing, right? Like the choreography and everything. It's fun to watch. I enjoyed it. I will say though that a lot of this I think was going over my head. It's clearly a story that's making a statement about nationalism in India or politics or religion or the caste system. Like there was definitely a statement going on here that went over my head because
No, you got it. You caught on. Yeah.
no, I think that what we're seeing in this movie is related to something going on probably in India that I'm just not informed on because I'm busy and I don't have time to learn
Keep
everyone's
up with
plight.
Indian culture. I hear
No,
you.
everyone in the world is a fucking plight. I can't keep up with it. you know, and I feel sorry for them and all these things. But I mean, there's a clear story about nationalism and about how that's not good and things like that. And the temple, I looked it up, the Hijara temple with like the transgendered people.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
was,
other people there, yeah.
That almost, it really threw me because I was like kind of half paying attention at that point, and like,
is that a thing?
And I'm like, yes.
Oh,
I looked it up. Yeah, because I was like, what is happening here? I'm like, he looks a lot like a girl. I'm like, is that on purpose? and then I looked it up, and yep, very much so on purpose. This is a culture within India that happens. These people all come together and live kind of in these temples. I love the music, but the horrifying part, it's just, I'm just so sensitive with anything with kids. So like the thing with his mom and like, you know,
the flashbacks.
Yeah, she's fucking burned alive, and that's how he burns his hands. He's trying to wake up his burning alive mother, like a 5-year-old kid. And I'm like, that's scarred in my brain for the rest of forever.
You gotta set up the plot, you know?
It was very upsetting. So that was the text. It was like, well, that was horrifying. It just very much so got me. But I don't know. I enjoyed it. I don't say it's a masterpiece, but it was entertaining enough. The fight scenes were good. It ended a little bit of like a, I don't know, kind of a lazy ending. Like, and then we fade to black. So I don't know. I liked it. Are you
talking about the final like fight scene or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You're right. I was disappointed by that, but other than that, you know.
So
all right,
I give it a 3.
3, okay. We got a 3. What are we going with? What are we going? Don't be on the fence.
3.5.
3.5. We got a 3.5 on the board. A 3.5 for Monkey Man. Carlos, Monkey Man, starring Pat Beverly. Go.
I like Monkey Man. It had me right from the beginning. It had me like, I'm glad it was kind of a slow burn. It's a revenge story. It was a slow burn. It's kind of like, where's this going? How's he going to pull this off? He has to get through all these layers of security in order to get to where he wants to go. And then he takes that guy, I forget his name now, but he takes him to his fight, and he loses the fight on purpose, tells him to bet on him to make his money so he get promoted, so get to the VIP club. And then he finds out who he wants to, you know, the chief of police is there, or whoever it was, and all these other people that he's going after. Yeah, I thought it was a good movie. It had a good pace up until the part he got to the temple where they saved him. That to me was kind of can we move this along? Like when he was training to the guy's bongo drums, I'm like, first it was all right, but then he just kept doing. I'm like, how long were you there? You seem to be there for quite some
a while.
time.
Yeah, quite a while.
Quite some time.
And he was training the women and so forth. Yeah.
Right. And were they all transgender?
They were.
Yeah, that's the whole. Yeah.
Transgender is not the same thing. I've looked this up
in
Indian cultures. Like, it's recognized as a third gender. It's not, you're a man, you're a woman. Like, it's a third separate thing. And it's also like a eunuch kind of commune, basically, is how. So these men come, So
the guy playing the drums, he was a man, though.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
they're all men. They're all biological men.
Right. But he didn't dress up as a woman. He didn't.
Oh, he did.
No.
He had on rings. He had
I know.
But Johnny Depp has
nails,
on rings. Johnny
Depp
has
on
rings and
painted
bracelets.
Nails, and then at the very end, when their death squad of trannies comes in, he's got full makeup on.
You know what?
That's not
you
him,
got
though.
a point.
That wasn't
you got
him.
a point. Because when I saw him,
Yes,
I was like, yeah, I would. So you're right. Good call. Good call.
It was definitely him at the very end.
It wasn't
the guy.
bongo player. It was a shaman dude, the guy who runs the show.
It was the shaman. It was the shaman. It was the boss.
It wasn't
the
bongo player.
guy was different.
The bongo guy was a dude. He was straight a dude the whole time. He was like an older, like the drunk uncle. That's what he reminded me of.
This is like the racial blindness that you get into, right? They all kind of look the same. That's a legitimate. That is a legitimate thing. I know that sounds really bad. Look it up. Racial blindness is a legitimate thing.
Never seen it.
And it's not just a white people thing. Like, it's anybody. When you look at people of other nationalities, all white people look alike. All whatever people look alike, though? Because you're not used to seeing those features as much. So they all kind of look the same thing. I'm sorry. Don't cancel me.
You know what, though?
Look it up.
I think that first of all,
it's a thing. It's a psychological thing.
But I also think it has to do with where you live, right? I live in
100%.
the melting pot of New York and LA, but like you see everybody every day. It's different, you see everybody. There's not just one particular.
I live
group.
in the Midwest.
But the
We are
diversity
all
of
so fucking
Missouri
white.
is
Exactly.
pretty diverse, though, isn't it?
It is diverse. There's there's Dutch people, English people.
No.
There's people. They're all just all white.
No.
Asians, there's Mexicans, there's no. All right.
No. There's
Anyway, get back to this story.
Mhm.
But yeah, I liked where it was going, and then I'm glad it wasn't just a John Wick type one guy Rambo thing. I'm going to take everybody out. He had help from that temple he stayed at. They all showed up. They helped him out. He got to the top level. And I liked how they played out how the shaman of the I guess
The bad guy.
How he begged for his life and how he said they needed me and he didn't give a shit. He killed him. I'm glad he killed him. But yeah, the ending was lazy. It was like, that's what we're getting. He spent all this time training. He spent all this time. He got shot once or twice already and they saved him at the temple. But that's it, huh? The end.
I did expect like a big fight at the end between the two, like some kick-ass fight.
Yeah, it wasn't much there. And I knew those stupid clogs or flip-flops, whatever he was wearing. I knew that was a weapon or something. I don't know. You could just see it, but yeah.
Okay. Well, what's your rating?
I was hoping he would throw him out the window. That's what I wanted to see.
I just want to see a fight, like a badass fight, because there's the water there.
When he showed up, he was just sitting there, just chilling by the water.
Exactly.
Even the girl who owns the club or seemed to own the club, she went out too quickly. She went out way too quickly.
And she hit her with like a freaking silver platter. And I'm like, did that kill her?
Yeah,
hitting her in the head with a platter?
And then he took her thumb off. And
she didn't flinch. And I was like, what is going on here? What's in that platter?
It was a poo-poo platter.
And you know all about that. So.
Anyway, I give it a 3.
Hey, we got a 3. I did like the mixture of things. It was almost like a little bit of blood sport mixed with, like you said, John Wick type of, I like they mentioned John Wick in the movie, because I'm like, you gotta mention that because we don't want to feel like a knockoff. Yeah,
I like that too.
It felt very this is a very well put together story of how he ends up getting his revenge. It's actually pretty good. And the whole idea, the monkey man, people might want to know, but he wears a monkey mask when he fights in the ring, when he does his boxing and whatnot.
Well, and it's based on the Hindu god, the Hanuman, or they kept referencing it.
How many gods do they have? Like 8?
Lots.
Okay. Lots.
Ganesh is one. The elephant.
Oh, that's right. Ganesh, yeah, that's right.
Ganesh,
Baba Ganoush.
Yeah. And the blue person with the 6 arms, 8 arms.
Oh, the chick.
That's Shiva.
Yeah. What is it?
That's right.
Shiva.
That's right.
Hanuman is a Hindu god who is depicted as a monkey with the body of a man, a golden crown, and a long tail.
Monkey man.
Figure in Ramayana, also known for his devotion to Rama, also known as the monkey man. So that is like the god, for whatever reason, that his mother had.
I know. These gods all look alike.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I'll tell you what,
but
Dev
that's
Patel.
What I'm saying. Like that, I feel like a lot of this culturally kind of went over my head. But I mean, it did interest me. I looked a lot of this stuff up because I don't like being ignorant. So I did look a lot of it up, and so props to that, I guess. Cultural.
The main villain was basically, a wannabe prophet that had control of people and political power.
Yep.
That's what when Carlos said at the end, when he's like, "Don't kill me, they need me." I was like, he's not wrong. Now they're gonna probably uprise and be like, "Where's the leader at?" And I'm like, he's dead because some other guy did something to that guy's mom. So.
Well, it's just it. They made him a martyr. Because if they go up and find him, they're going to find him next to the monkey man, Dev Patel's body. They're just going to label him as a terrorist. Because they already did when they attacked the club. They labeled him as a terrorist. So now the terrorist killed the shaman. Now the people are going to be like, oh my God, he was a good man. Even though he wasn't. The people that didn't like him are not going to like him because, now he's a martyr. So
yeah. You're
see
not
that?
wrong.
You see?
Should have
The
thrown his ass out the
political
window.
drama continues. Yeah.
Yep.
No, you're right.
So there's no revenge. There's actually no revenge for the guy then. There's no revenge.
Well,
No, I mean, he still got to kill a bunch of people.
He did get his revenge though in the end.
Yeah, but he didn't get his. I don't know what the word I'm looking for. I'm too margaritas deep. I don't know what word I'm looking for.
John Wick dies too. Spoiler alert. So
John Wick is dead. Correct.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
so.
I mean, it's the kind of thing, the before the shaman prophet guru guy stabbed him. I mean, I did agree with the things he's saying is like, this is not going to quell your soul. All of this anger, all of this killing, it doesn't really help. And I'm like, I don't necessarily disagree. But then, of course, he freaking stabbed him with the little flip-flop
with his flip-flop
knives.
His wooden flip-flop with a pick in it.
Yeah. And I mean, it's just, I liked it, but
it has really good action.
Some
really good funny.
Plot holes.
It was funny when he came up and he's chilling by the pool and he had a look on his face like, "You want to fuck?" Like, what is wrong with you?
He did have a look at first.
He
like,
did.
Hey,
he's like, "What is going to happen right now?"
You made it up here. All right.
He's just kind of got that look that
he does very laid back.
Just like, I'm just open. Whatever's gonna happen, man.
Yeah, what do you want to do? You want to catch or do you want to pitch?
Name your price.
What's going to happen right now?
Yeah, exactly. I'm here for the people. Like, yeah. So
certain moral flexibility that's required of somebody.
Flexibility indeed.
Opportunistic.
He shows up. First thing he says to him is, your car registration's ran out or your insurance. And he's like, what? And then, like, what the fuck?
Your PC's full of virus, my friend.
Yeah, exactly. You have them on what they're waiting. Go get me a Target card. What? There's no Target around here. I'm here to kill you. I'm the monkey man.
Oh, I wish he would have done. I watch Indian soap operas whenever I go to the local Indian restaurant because they have them playing. I just wish he would have done what they do in those soap operas. It's great. How you doing, my friend?
That's it. That's it.
What?
Yeah, but you know what's funny is when you're watching that, I heard that a few times. Their buddy, the guys, and their friends.
Oh yeah,
and it's like I went to an Indian restaurant. I got that from the waiter several times. My friend, everything good? Next time he came to the table, hey, my guy. I'm like, hey, which one are we? Buddy, guy, friend? Because I'm definitely not your pal.
I'm not your pal, friend.
Not
your buddy, guy.
Not your pal, buddy. You guys will get that if you're big.
Not your buddy, pal.
One of the funniest things ever in South
Canadian, you'll get it.
Yep. Us Canadians get that joke. Well, I'll give it a 3 also. 3, it's a tough one. It's like right on that fence, a 3.5 and 3, because it's a really good action movie. I like the fact that it doesn't just get to the point. He goes and trains again, and then he goes back to fighting in the ring, and he kind of, sets this up and that up to get to where he needs to be, just like Game of Death. And then, in the end, we get an ending, and that's it, right?
I'm surprised that guy who played the ring announcer, Chipotle, what's his name?
The guy from 8. Is it the guy from 18?
Yeah,
it is the guy from 18. Yeah,
that's what I thought. I was surprised to see him too. He's South African.
What's it called? 9? What's that? The alien movie?
It's District 9.
District 9.
He was also in
great movie.
The movie I saw, Boy Kills World. He was also in that.
Right, he was in there, huh?
Yeah. He's in
he was also in.
Yeah. He's been in a lot of things.
Last time, Australian fella.
Yeah, Australian fella.
And
what's his name? It's not Chipotle. Chipotle?
No, his name is not Chipotle.
His name is definitely not Chipotle.
No, his name is not Chipotle. It's
look
chicken
it up.
masala.
I know.
I'm looking it up.
It's not chicken masala either. It's close.
Charlotte Copley.
Charlotte Chipotle.
Oh, Charlotte. Yeah.
Charlotte. Yeah. I thought he'd have a bigger role.
But
he gets like bit roles. He doesn't get like leads anymore.
He was good. Oh, you're right, because even Boy Kills World, it's a bit role.
Yeah, he just bit stuff.
He's a good actor. Good for him. I'm sure he does more stuff in his country. But I will say, Dev Patel looked really fucking hot in this movie. I'm not.
Well, here's the thing. When I was watching,
attracted to Indian.
Yeah, when I was watching
him,
him,
I'm in.
Yeah, I was thinking, man, this guy should be getting bigger roles. He's a good actor.
He can act.
He's a good looking dude. He can definitely play like a Mexican too.
He can definitely fucking do the fighting. Good God, that was amazing.
Yes.
I mean, it was good. It was
good. It was good. I mean, he's good in it. That's one of the things I thought watching it. Like, man, this guy, put him in a superhero movie or some shit. Like,
you know why?
He even
He did
filmed this
Airbender.
shit.
That's why.
Oh.
He played an Asian fella in Airbender. He played Lord Zuko.
He did in the movie.
Biggest mistake of his
No
life.
way.
Yes, in the M. Night
Wow.
Shyamalan
Shyamalan.
shit Airbender movie, he was Zuko. Zuko
See,
and
here's the
everybody
thing,
else in that cast was supposed to be Asian.
I never
He
saw
played Zuko.
that movie, but here's the thing. They'll tell you that it's part of Asia. That's what the bullshit.
South Asia.
Southeast Asia,
part
right?
of-
Southeast
part
Asia.
of
the same.
But it's not
Part of
Asian.
the fucking continent.
When
we
you
know
say
what we
Asian,
mean.
you think China. You think
Exactly.
Vietnam, Japan, Thailand. Pick one.
Exactly. Oh,
When
okay,
you say
I'll pick one.
India, you
Yeah.
think India.
Exactly.
Middle East.
Exactly.
That's
There's
what
a
you're thinking of.
difference. Well, I don't think Middle East so much. There's a difference, though. Yeah, exactly. Asians
And you ever
are
watch
not.
Miss Marvel?
Yeah, of course I've seen Miss Marvel.
The series on Disney.
Yeah, well, yeah. What else would I
You want your
watch?
Pakistani Indian history? You watch that movie. Or
That
that
is
show.
true, though.
The Great Divide. The Great Divide divided India and Pakistan. You learn so much. I learned so much.
Oh, well, Disney.
All right, I'll have to watch it.
Yeah, absolutely. Learn so much.
Okay, well there you go. So check it out. Real quick, Boy Kills World. Crazy action movie. I mean, from front to back, nonstop. Gets very boring because sometimes action gets boring. Bill Skarsgård.
John Wick 2.
Yeah, exactly. Bill Skarsgård, fantastic in it. But the twist in the movie is really good. Let's put it that. It doesn't get to the last 20 minutes.
Don't tell people there's a twist. Now I'm gonna spend the whole time trying to find the twist.
You're not gonna find it. You're not gonna find it.
I
He turns into
disagree.
a
I'm
crow.
really good at
He
this.
turns into a crow.
Come on, shut up.
I'm just saying. I figured out Shutter Island in the first 5 minutes.
This movie, you won't figure it out. If you watched it, you wouldn't figure it out in the first 5 minutes.
I'm just looking at the
No.
posters.
Yeah.
He
Oh, you
becomes a
you look at
clown.
the
He becomes
poster,
a
you're trying to
clown that
figure it
hides
out.
in the sewers.
No, just
That-
not
there's
interested.
There's
Yeah.
that. Yeah, there's that. Anywho, so there you go. Monkey Man, check it out where you can. And anything else you guys recommend or you're watching or you're gonna watch? Anything? Anybody?
I'm like,
Oh,
I'm rewatching.
I know what you're
What'd you
rewatching.
say?
Okay, I know what you're rewatching. Okay,
Buffy?
You good old Buffy's back. 'Cause she
Watching
forgot
Buffy
about it the first time.
again.
Oh man, Buffy.
Comfort show
Yeah,
on season 4.
You want to see a good
Worst
show?
season.
Yeah, you want to see a good show
Dead Boy Detectives
Dead Boy
On
Detectives.
Netflix.
on Netflix.
the spin-off of Sandman?
Oh,
Are they
then
in
no,
Sandman? Are those characters in Sandman?
because I didn't
the comic, they're
finish
mentioned.
Sandman.
Oh no, Dead Boy Detectives is really good. It's a
It's
good
good.
show. It's on Netflix. Check it out. Check
Is
it
Sandman
out.
not good? I'm gonna start watching it.
It's good. It's good. Yeah, it's good. Is it like, oh my god, I can't miss? No, not really.
I didn't finish it.
No. Well, you
Because
missed
they
it.
have a season 2 coming.
They do. Yeah.
I won't.
Oh, it did great for Netflix. Like ridiculously, like bonkers. Like people watch it. So
I lost interest about halfway through.
you're not lying. That show you got to hold on. You are correct. You got to hold on because you'll be like, where's this going? Like
Answer: nowhere.
no, seriously, it takes 5 episodes to finally like get back on the road. It goes so far off track. You're like, oh,
That's exactly why I stopped watching it. I'm like, wasn't this a serial? And then suddenly we made a bunch of wild detours for like 3
Big time.
episodes.
Seriously.
And I'm like,
That's the
okay,
problem
I'm
with-
done.
That's the problem with that show. That's how I felt too. Yeah. But check out Dead Boy Detectives. It's really good. Basically, well, it is. The title is what the show is. 2 Dead Boy Detectives. So, there you go.
2 ghosts.
Yeah, 2 ghosts, 2 ghost detectives, and a psychic.
Has anybody been watching X-Men 97?
Oh yes, I am watching X-Men 97.
Where's that? What's
Rest in
that?
peace, Gambit.
I'm not impressed.
Where?
Are you
What?
supposed to
Disney
be
Plus.
impressed though?
Disney
That's the
Plus.
thing. Are you supposed to be impressed? I'm not.
X-Men?
It's
Is it
kind of,
animated?
but some
or
of the
is it a
stories like
real-
everywhere. It's like,
What? Tell me
Really?
about this.
I think it's all pretty much falling in line with. I think what
no,
they're doing
man, I
is
mean,
they're
like
compressing.
the
they're
storm,
compressing too much.
Forge story.
Yeah. What about it?
He just met her because he's trying to get her powers back.
Yeah.
Suddenly they fall in love. She's only been there for like 2 days.
Did you see Forge?
Oh, this is an animated series.
Forge is
I'm
made out
not
of metal, man.
interested.
He's a half
Oh, but did you
robot.
see him though? Boy, he's a looker.
Oh, he's a looker. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We're
And
talking about
plus,
cartoon lookers again.
oh yeah.
You would fall in love with
Oh
him.
yeah.
'cause
Oh
you're
yeah.
into
Right
that
away
shit.
too. It's like Storm did. Yeah.
It made no sense. At first, I thought she was in that stupid machine that he put her in. I thought that was just a whole dream sequence where she says she falls in love with him, or he says she falls in love with her. It made no sense. It was dumb.
Yeah, it's a cartoon. What are you gonna do? Huh? What are you gonna do? Hey, what are you gonna do? Honestly,
I'll just
I'm
watch
asking
the
you.
real X-Men 1997, and this makes a lot of sense. Why I've seen a lot of like articles about X-Men and like the old series lately. So that makes sense about
It takes
why.
5 years, place
Coming
after
back.
the original cartoon. 5 years after. So
It's been a long
And,
time since I've seen the original.
yeah, oh yeah, no,
92. It
exactly.
came out in 92. Do the math.
The original X-Men movies, I can't watch those. They're trash.
Oh, it's kind of a nostalgic trash, though. I don't
can't do it.
disagree, but
Can't do it. Yeah. Can't do
But
it.
I think Femke Jensen is in Deadpool because what's his name? Marsden? What's his first name?
James
Mark
Marsden.
Manson.
James Marsden.
Close
He's in
enough.
it. He's Cyclops.
He is. Well, no, they asked her and she said, "Well, you'll have to find out." That means yes. That means you're in it.
Yeah.
Because
I'm
you know,
sure
you
it's
just
brief.
you know.
I'm sure it's a small.
Oh, I think everything's a brief thing. Yeah, exactly. Every cameo is gonna be brief. But yeah. Anyway, again, biggest movie this summer for sure. So, good old Wolverine, Deadpool. That's what we got. Anybody else got anything else before we go? Anybody going once? Going
Impolite
twice?
Society.
What's this about?
Listen,
Okay.
this week's episode, or well, this bi-weekly episode, can I breastfeed your kid?
Wait, are you?
That.
Oh, wait,
Can't do
that's an interesting one. Okay,
But
so check it out.
Breastfeeding.
Impolite Society. They're talking boobs this week.
Talking
And,
titties.
there you go.
In fact, I say
Talking
titties a lot
titties.
in the episode. I edited it. I'm like, why am I saying titties so much?
Because it's fun to say.
Yeah, apparently. And I
Titties.
probably have been
Titties.
drinking. I mean, I
Yeah,
can't say
titties,
for sure. I
yes.
barely remember recording it.
Ah, wow. Okay, I must listen now. Sounds like you're drunk. All right, that's good. That's good. All right.
You're going to be in the Ontario
yeah.
area, Ontario, California, that is, in 2 weeks. Lafayette and I will be at the Comic-Con Revolution in Ontario, California. Stop by. Say hi. Say hi.
Yeah,
Stop by.
We'll be selling art, so check it out. Table D1, Artist Alley. Check it out. Also, watch Baby Reindeer on Netflix. Very good show. Very good show.
Episodes 4 and 7 are a hard watch. You've been warned.
You said that. Why? Why?
yeah,
What's the
yeah.
hard watch?
No, don't say it. Don't say nothing about the show.
Sex
You want
thing?
to watch
Say
it?
it.
Check
Is it a sex
out.
thing?
No, don't watch it. Don't watch. I mean, don't watch. I mean, don't say it. Watch it, because when you start the show
Hard watch.
and you don't know what it's about, you're like, huh?
I watched the trailer and I was like, eh.
It's
And
a true
then
story.
Rachel said I should watch it. And
Still
I'm like,
number 1 on Netflix TV series.
Oh, it's man. Let me tell you. Once you start, you don't stop. You want to know where the shit's going.
No,
where
my
it goes,
dumbass. I finished that in like 2 nights. I was
Same here. I finished it in 2 nights, and I was like, ah, man, that shit really happened. Holy fuck! Like,
And the ending makes you think it's a loop, right? But I don't think it is. It's just, but it seems like it's a loop.
no, yeah, it's not though. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Oh, great! It's a good show. Like you said, number 1 still, holding on to number 1 spot still. So going into this second week, I think.
Reindeer. Second
So-
week, third week, isn't it?
It might be his third week. I mean, to hold on to number 1 spot for 3 weeks on Netflix, that's
yeah,
an
pretty
achievement.
good.
Zack
Agreed.
Snyder only gets the number 1 spot for like 2 days.
24 hours of that.
Yeah. Oh, real quick, he changed the name of Rebel Moon, the director's cut.
To Rebel Moon, this shit
Now it's-
is for you. Good luck. Hang tight.
It's called something like Child of the
Scargiver.
Scar Cosmo, or I don't know.
Rebel
whatever.
Moon. You're gonna watch it for a long time.
Lesbian vampires and the
Rebel
clamshell.
Moon. Here's some action sex. Like what? So
Settle in.
don't
Get
know.
your popcorn.
What's funny is
Rebel
that
Moon.
I don't know what they call Zack Snyder followers. I don't know what the hell they call them. But apparently they
Oh,
call
yeah.
James Gunn
Snyder
followers guntards.
Oh, okay.
They call them
Anyway,
Zackies. I've just
They were
decided.
calling
Zackies.
they were trying to say how Rebel Moon has more views than Peacemaker and more views than Suicide Squad by James Gunn, which
Okay.
are both on HBO Max, which they don't understand that HBO Max has maybe 90 million
Yeah,
subscribers.
Netflix blows them out of the
Netflix
water.
has, 200 million subscribers.
Yeah.
Come on. If you were to do it, equal ratio, whatever.
Yeah.
Peacemaker and Suicide Squad are gonna blow Rebel Moon out of the water. But the director, I don't know what the hell what would you call a Zack Snyder guy?
You mean the
Zackies.
Snyder?
I
You
just
talking about the
said
Snyder cult?
Zackies.
Yeah, they call him Snyder cult.
Zackies. Sure.
Zackies. I just made
Zackies.
it up.
The Zackies.
Anyway, yeah. So
Anyway,
they're yeah.
Well, also when you think about it too, it's a movie compared to a whole series. So like you're more likely to probably watch 2 hours than you are 10 hours. So it's stupid to like you said, Netflix has 20 times the audience.
Right.
It's
yeah.
But they're all kind of.
And when something pops up as #1 movie, you're gonna check it out, right? 9 times out of 10, you're gonna check it out. Let me see what this is all about, right?
Well,
so what they did with me with Spaceman. I was sad for watching
it.
You know what? But I also think when it's promoted to you like this action sci-fi, you're gonna check it out. You're gonna be like, you know what? Yeah, let's see. Then you get halfway through, and you're like, oh man, oh that's cool, man. Like they're doing like farming in slow motion, man. And so, zoinks, and then just horrible, just horrible. I'm still gonna watch the fucking rated R version because I'm a sucker.
I don't watch fucking movies anymore.
I want to see titties.
You just watch Monkey Man. I mean,
no, I watched movies that were required to watch for this podcast, but I watched shows. That's where.
Primarily I just watch shows. No, you're not wrong. Primarily it's just shows these days. Yeah. But there's also more shows than movies, of course. So it just kind of cancels.
It's just shows are better because I can invest more time in them because it's like a novel, right? You can read it for a few nights, a few weeks, and settle in. And a movie is like a one-time thing. I like
yes and no.
I like a long-term romance. Is what I'm saying.
I binge everything, so I just watch everything like in 2 days. So it's not really
more hours.
Whatever. Anyway, all right, that's what we got. I don't think anybody has anything else. We got Implied Society. Check it out where you get your podcasts. Carlos, before we go, nothing? You good? All right, he's shaking his head. He's like, I'm good. I got nothing for you.
Long story.
A long story of what?
I went on a bike ride this past weekend.
How's your butt?
Are you saving it now? Oh.
Yeah.
How long? Can you get it done in like 5 minutes?
Yeah, I can get it done in 5 minutes.
Okay, ready, set, go.
I don't recommend it.
Okay.
I went on a bike ride on one of those Can-Ams. You know, those reverse trikes, 2 wheels in the front, 1 in the back.
Yes.
Anyway, so my cousin took me on a ride, and what he should have done was, hey, it's first time out. Let's just go on a quick little 2-hour maybe ride, go grab something to eat and come back. No, took me on an 8-hour fucking day.
What?
8-hour fucking day. My ass and my back were killing me. I couldn't fit my ear pods in my helmet because it was so tight. So I had no music. So for 8 hours, it was just me, my thoughts, the wind, an occasional burp, and fucking bug splat on the fucking helmet. It was absolutely horrible.
And you weren't driving
it, huh?
Or were you? You weren't driving.
What do you mean? It's a one-person thing. What do you mean I wasn't driving?
They weren't on a tandem bike.
Okay. For some reason, I thought like, okay, let's go. You jump on. I'll drive you around.
No. He had his own. And
I know he has a couple. Yeah.
I'm too tall for this thing. Everyone else, I was like the tallest guy in the crew. There was like 8 of us that went on this ride.
Wait. When we talk about bike, is this a bicycle or a motorcycle?
No. Imagine if a motorcycle had 3 wheels.
It's called a Can-Am, and it's called a Ryker.
Called Can-Am. Yep.
Oh.
And what he had was a Spider. He upgraded to a Spider.
Got it.
Sits taller.
Got it. This is a whole different universe. Okay.
Yeah. So it sits taller. So I probably would have been more comfortable if I had a Spider. But no, man, it was, boy, let me tell you. So and everything was back roads. So we went up to Clear Lake, which is only a 90-minute drive, freeway, car. But it took us 4 hours to get there, back roads. Then we had lunch. Then we came back through Napa, California, and then Rio Vista, California, and then back to Sacramento.
You went that route. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a route. That is a route.
I was like, oh God. To be honest with you, here's where my thought went. I was so bored on this fucking ride. I'm like, what if I ditch this thing what if I dump this thing into the ditch? Ambulance picks me up. I'll be home tomorrow, but at least I'll not be riding this fucking bike anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Tyranny
That's how
of the
bad it
present,
was.
man.
Oh,
Well,
it was
That's what
fucking
I call
horrible.
that.
I think about
Tyranny of the
that
present.
when people go, when I see like motorcycle groups, right? And they go riding all day. I'm like, that can't be that fun. I mean,
but I think on a motorcycle it'd be more fun. It's two wheels. You're like weaving. You can do a little more, right?
you can't
But
do
it's
that
the
with
same
the
thing
Can-Am.
too. Like when you hear stories of guys riding all the way to Sturgis, I'm like, are you out of your fucking mind? Why would you do that? Yeah. So you have the wind, you have the motorcycle sound, the wind, the road. Oh no, man! And the occasional raspberries. I'm like, can we get this fucking thing over yet? Is this fucking? How much longer is this fucking drive? Oh, it was horrible.
Well, all right. Well, there you go.
Was that 5 minutes? I think I did under 5 minutes.
It's under 5 minutes. Before we go, the Dwayne Johnson movie that is wasting all the money is actually called Red One. It's a Christmas movie.
Oh, the red one. That's the one that is with Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, it's with.
Oh no, that's with J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons Christmas movie, and I guess that's the movie they're saying is already a box office disaster because they already lost so much money. So there you go, there you go. So, all right, well that
50 million, the first 50 million just to make up for him.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
If it'll even make 50 million.
Or you have to cut 50 million from the marketing budget.
Advertising, yeah.
But I swear that movie
streaming or is it actually?
That's what I'm saying. I swear that was a Netflix movie. So
probably.
Anyway, whatever. In the end, it's not our money. We just watch.
But in the end, I'm sure there won't be a Red Notice 2. I'm sure Ryan Reynolds, if he's already that frustrated with The Rock, will not work with him again.
Yeah, who knows? Whatever. I mean, Gal Gadot was in that, I think, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
her career's over.
And they had that forced kiss between Gal and Dwayne, which looked so bad. It didn't look genuine.
Hey, Laura, when I said that, you kind of had this look on your face like her career's over. Yes. You know why? Because she can no longer play Wonder Woman. Her career's pretty much over. That's what she was. She was.
That's one opinion.
Yeah. And we're honestly, what have you seen her in since? Except for that really, really bad movie we saw on Netflix. Nothing.
Oh yeah, the solo movie.
Doesn't mean that her career is
over. It's over. I determined it. I made a call. Over. That's it. The nerd has spoken. This is Nerd Spoken, the podcast.
All right.
Thank you. Anyway, that's our show. We ended on that note. High note. Oh, shit. Today also, Dua Lipa's album came out. There we go. That's our show, everyone. So if you like Dua Lipa, her album
pre-ordered that, so it should be downloading right now as we speak.
Pre-order? Don't you have a streaming service of some kind? You can just listen to it?
What do I want that for? How would I own it?
Oh, okay. Well, because if you own like a streaming service like Music Prime, whatever, Amazon Music, you could download it to your phone for free.
Yep, probably. But nope, I'm good. I own it.
Weird. So you bought it.
Yep, I bought it.
Well, that's
$10, man. It's not like back in the day where CDs were like $25.
They were a lot. Well, because you have to pay for that big ass thing it came in, the big cardboard thing, and
the case,
whatever. It's all stupid.
Disc, fucking $25 for one good track.
What's the last CD you bought? Anybody know? Real quick, the last CD you bought? No, anybody? Music CD? Anybody?
God,
or I have no idea. Well,
it's been a very long time.
No, nothing. I'm gonna say that you actually went out and bought, because I have bought some directly from websites that the artist autograph. That's different. What's the last one you actually physically bought? No, nobody knows.
No idea.
No answer here. No,
I'm gonna go with Snow.
Oh wow, that's a long time ago then.
Mind on the Moon.
Oh yes. Okay, all right. That's a long time ago. Holy shit.
Buffy soundtrack. Once More with Fever.
Buffy. Holy shit. God damn it.
Of course.
God damn it. You know what? Fuck it. We're
Did
done.
it have the bonus track?
We're fucking
Carpet
done.
Munching. Did it have
a
bonus
what is
track?
it?
Nope.
Does Josh Whedon have like a does he have like a background like track where he talks?
No.
This is no. Then I won't listen.
But it is on the DVD commentary, but I don't watch them on DVD. I watch them on streaming. So
yeah.
No, the Joss Whedon commentary, which I've watched. It's been a long time.
Of course you have to watch it. He created the show.
It's a long time though. Maybe I should go back and watch the commentaries. Anyway, let's wrap this shit up. We ended this podcast like 5 times.
I know, but Carlos went on the motorcycle
We're the Casino Royale of podcasts. It's 4 different endings.
Scoob. We got tricked again. It was old man Jenkins. Anyway, that's our show, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to Nerds Talking a Podcast. Like you said, I already said this before. Whatever. See you later. For Laura. Goodbye.
That was supposed to be a Scooby. That was terrible.
Wow.
My apologies.
Hold on. We're gonna go. That's Scooby when he's fucking drunk off his
There
ass.
we go. That's better.
Wait, do it again.
Right.
That's better. Wow, that was wow. Okay, for Carlos.
Bye-bye.
Okay, because you can't do that at school, bro.
That was my Fred. That was my Fred.
Oh, that was Fred.
That was Fred.
Okay, wow. All right, thanks for tuning in. I'm Lafayette. You guys are cool, man. Later.